Howdy y'all, I'm Java Joe. Welcome to my place where I blend my love for coffee, my love for food, as well as my love for you to create a masterpiece of lasting friendship. Today I'm doing something different. I have a very special guest who's going to introduce y'all to my favorite hot drink, Keto Joe. I've asked Stephanie Rhodes of Agape Juices in Gulf Shores, Alabama to whip up a Keto Joe, which will get you up and going. Well, hello folks. This is a sudden change from where I was in my studio. I'm now here at my dining room table. This is where all the good eating and the fine coffee drinking happens. And today, as I promised you, I have to my right Stephanie Rhodes of Agape Juices. How you doing, Stephanie?
I'm good.
Thank you for joining me today.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
What's the main purpose of your visit today?
I think we're going to make a Keto Joe.
Keto Joe.
Yummy drink.
Ooh, I think I've heard of that before.
Yeah.
But before we get there, why don't you tell me the Agape Juices story? Tell me a little bit about that.
Okay. My partner and I, Glenna Grant, have both experienced some serious losses in our lives, as most people have, in some shape or form, of cancer, Alzheimer's, some other diseases that we really believe can be prevented by proper nutrition and avoiding the bad things that are out there, the glyphosate, the GMOs, all the pesticides that are sprayed on our vegetation that we consume. And it can cause inflammation in the body, and inflammation, if you're not aware of, is the root of most diseases today. So over the last couple of years, we both, through research of our own, started partaking in smoothies and organic food, trying to be healthier ourselves, and felt very strongly that there was a need in this area for a juice bar where people could come and partake of good, clean food, and also where they could learn more about all the aforementioned problems that we're facing in today's society. So we began in August of 2017. We're 6 months in now and having a great time. We have juices, of course, a cold pressed juice. We have smoothies. We also have clean smoked chicken salad, and as clean as we can possibly get tuna, Mediterranean style tuna. You can get it on a bed of spring mix, or you can get it on a wrap. We have whole wheat, spinach wraps, and a tomato basil wrap. Yes, and we also have soups now. Very clean soups. We use organic grass-fed beef, and that is in our hearty vegetable beef soup. And then we have a non-dairy creamy vegetable soup. It's like a creamy broccoli soup. And I don't use any dairy though, but it is creamy. And I also have a greens and lentil soup that is made with kale, collards, and obviously lentils, and some other items that I can't ever remember. Glenna makes that one. So, and then soon we're going to, as the weather warms up and the soups are no longer that popular, we will move to our power salads, which will be small grab-and-go salads that you can pick up on your way to the gym or after you leave the gym. And if you're in the middle of the day and need a little pick-me-up, it'll be full of nutrients and a little protein in there and lots of greens. So that's pretty much the Agape story. Oh, I did forget one thing. We have some yummy almond butter. Sean's had our almond butter.
Yes, I have. And it is yummy, yummy, yummy to my tummy.
That's another way you can get good fats in. And we use organic almonds. We toast them, and then we pulverize them in our Vitamix. And that's all that's in it. No additives at all. So you can try. We can give you a sample on our medjool dates, which are also organic and very yummy. My daughter likes to say the almond butter on the medjool dates is very similar to a healthy Reese cup. So, and they fly off the shelves when we put them up there. So that is Agape juices, pretty much.
Your name is very interesting, Agape juices. What does agape mean? Is there some kind of sentimental attachment to that name?
I know you're throwing this to me. I know you know what it means, and you can help me if I miss something. But agape is unconditional love that God has for us, and we want to spread that through our doors. When you come in, we want it to be a relaxing, loving environment. Mm-hmm. Anything you want to add to the agape? You're the trained Bible scholar.
No, I think you hit it right on the head right there. No, that's real good. And I've been to Agape Juices, and I have felt the love, especially of the love of that good, delicious chicken salad going down. And that's been very, very good for me. What would you say would be your favorite recipe? Now, I'm hoping you'll say something.
You didn't keep me on this. I do love our chicken salad, but a little something that is on our salads is my salad dressing. We have a citrus salad dressing that is really good. It's clean. Papa Vince's olive oil, some lime juice, and there's one other ingredient, well, a couple other ingredients, but I don't want to give that away because I need you to come to me.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Now, tell me a little bit more about this Keto Joe.
All right. Well, you've explained the good fats. We have, at Agape, we do it a little lower cal or lower fat than Sean does.
You would say that it was a Keto Joe light?
Yeah, it still has plenty of fat. We use coconut cream, which puts in 14 grams of good fat. And then we use the Kerry butter, which is grass-fed cow butter. And it has 12 grams of fat in it. And the MCT oil, it has 14 grams of fat also. So if my math is right, I think I'm up to 30.
Gazillion?
No, there's a lot. What is that, 40? 40 grams of fat. And that is the good fat that your body will use for fuel. And I have one every morning at, I don't know, 6:30, 7:30 in the morning. And I don't eat any lunch or anything till 12 or 1. Typically, if I'm busy, it's even later than that. And I'm not hungry at all. And it has helped with the weight loss. And the caffeine is the carrier that helps carry the energy to the brain, if I'm not mistaken. Right. Yes, sir.
Now, with this Keto Joe, what is the first thing that you would want to do in making it?
So what we'll do is get our handy-dandy Vitamix, and it's okay if I stand up, Daniel, you got me? We put the butter in, and then we measure out 1 tablespoon of coconut cream, if it will come out, and then the MCT oil. And the reason we have to do it in the Vitamix is oil and water don't mix. And if we use the Vitamix, it will emulsify the fats with the coffee. And it makes quite creamy. I used to love half and half in my coffee. And when I make my Keto Joe, it's dairy free, which is a good thing. Dairy doesn't seem to mix too well with me personally. All right, excuse the sound, but here we go. Oh, is the power on? There we go. Just a few seconds. Does that look creamy?
Oh, wow.
Yum, yum.
Now, are you going to let me taste that, or are you going to be...
Of course, you're the host. And I'm... There we go. It's about to overflow.
That kind of reminds me of a cappuccino.
Yes.
Right there.
And we will serve it with a little sprinkle of cinnamon on it, just to add a little flavor. So that's the Keto Joe. How is it?
Tongue beating the brains out.
Well, thank you so much, Sean, for having me on the Keto Joe show. I've enjoyed it.
Well, I've enjoyed having you, Stephanie. And after this, I'm going to move it back in the studio and I'm going to finish up this broadcast. But I wanted to thank you especially for taking your time out to give me this good elixir of the morning.
You're welcome.
A breakfast drink that's filled with healthful fats and which are also saturated fats. Sat fat ain't my enemy. It's good fat that's filled with nutrients and omega-3 fats, which makes my heart happy and my tongue beat my brains out, especially while I drink my Keto Joe. My daily Keto Joe gives me a jump start before my wife has to kick me in my britches to get my tail moving, and I certainly don't want that to happen. I've learned that the human body either burns fat or sugar for fuel, but it can't do both at the same time. The body always burns the easiest fuel to process first, which is sugar, carbohydrates, or carbs. When it gets done with the carbs it needs, the body stores the remaining carbs as fat. Then the fat you eat along with the carbs gets stored as well. Our society is very carb heavy, as the ads will reflect. In a fat-burning body, or one that consumes a diet high in good fats and low in carbohydrates, the body processes the fats and burns them as ketones in the urine, which is why eating a high-fat, low-carb diet is called a ketogenic diet, not to be confused with ketoacidosis, a condition that only type 1 diabetics are in danger of having. I use the ketogenic diet to maintain my weight as well as control my type 2 diabetes. I'm still overweight, but I'm doing what I can to be healthier. The medications I take for my disease and other conditions make me gain weight, so I'm in a constant battle to maintain my weight. Well, folks, that's a wrap. So with a cup in my hands and a smile in my heart, I'm sorry, friends, but it's time to part. So thank you, friends, for viewing my show. Let's raise our cups as filled with Joe. To Joe, it warms your heart, warms your soul, warms you up from head to toe. I'm Java Joe.